this trophy, and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Penix going to throw straight away. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So 1st down from the 41. They're going to run it here. It's for John Robinson. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, you get some serious yards on the table.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Penix here from the gun. Escapes out to the left. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun, Penix. He's got a man left. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Robinson. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 6-yard gain on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
The 1st carry now for the rookie out of Iowa State. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. A toss now to Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. It's a John Robinson touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Right to the air with May. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On play action, here's May. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Falcons get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Escapes the pocket. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. To the air with Penix. Right side, wheeled in by Pitts. I'm not going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line. And the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Setting up, 2nd and goal. Penix looking to pass. Cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. this one. Here's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. On the move, headed right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Falcons take possession down inside the 30 after the interception.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he's brought down by collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
60 by 6, 60 by 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing Penix. Rolling left, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Our score, 14-0. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Flush down now to his left. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space and those completions outside the pocket.
He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. Staying with Robinson. Taken out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Man, I know the temptation is there. I'm thinking in the booth. I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the 1st down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Another carry for Robinson. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3 yards on the game. Now they just need 2 more on 2nd and goal.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. The defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
When you get stuff like that on a 2nd down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting the 1st down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
They've been kept out so far. Need to find a couple more yards here on 3rd and goal. Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, Yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Has this at the 6. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. First call here coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That one's complete right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. First carry now for Kyron Williams. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He fits it through the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Give to Williams from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Off the play action. May bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams have the first down.
And the Rams first down.
This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt, and it for the first time. One good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and got a nice little gain on the ground.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
5.
May now from the gun. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams chop some of the lead off before the half. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams get it back to a 14-point game. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting at the 10. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Penix finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down here out of the 42. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Falcon first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. On first down, here's Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
That's another Falcons first down.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A run here with Robinson. Bourne finds a couple of yards of space. It's second down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Back to 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Let go.
Here's Penix to throw. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Cut out left. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Looking for an open man. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third down, it's Penix. This gets the first and more. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get more points to end a lopsided first half. Drake London with the touchdown.
The kicker on for the
Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call the give right up the middle. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. Back to throw it. Buying some time right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. There's a flag on the field. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. Returnable from the 2. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
5. Big set. Hey, what's that? Crazy.
Operating from the gun. Here's May. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Crazy. Hey, what's that?
Here's May to the air. Rolling out to his left. A throw finds Evan Ingram. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st down.
They'll give it to Williams on the option. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Hey, what's that? Crazy.
From the gun, it's May. It is cut left side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of these guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Hey, Garfield.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. May. Getting out to his left. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Hey, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Falcons get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the 2nd half. But once you get, you have to finish with points. A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 7 yards on that pickup. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. We've paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. That's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after that play.
19, Tiger, 19.
From the shotgun, Penix. Completed over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Following the false start penalty, here's 3rd down and longer. Look at that power, deep left side. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
This this defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. New set of downs for him from the 31. They send a man in motion. First down throw for May. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Here goes.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Crazy. Double set.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He completes it in traffic. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Here goes.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run, pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Crazy. You got
Throwing is May. He's got it over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And here goes that. Crazy. And he was that. Crazy. Five.
From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
And he was that. Crazy.
Back to the air. It's May. Drops this one down here for Williams. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
May now on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
These little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on a shorter attempt. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
At their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
18, right here. Let's go now. 16 average. 19 Tigers.
Penix working from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Let's go.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. The Falcons have the ball and the lead. Only one quarter from advancing in the postseason. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. This is Robinson. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Penix here from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd down, give to Robinson. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
37-yard line. A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. Trying for it with Penix. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. So 21 yards and the 1st. What a call to go for it there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Go, 70 Lions. 79 Broncos.
From the red zone on 1st. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Head to 60. Head to 60. Buffalo 18.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Again, Penix to the air. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Here's Williams to start the drive. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Hey, crazy, crazy, crazy. 5. Crazy, crazy.
May now from the gun. Quick slant taken in by Nakua. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
A gain of 30. And the Rams first down.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Made a throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch. You took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
4th and forever coming up.
Crazy. It was crazy, crazy, crazy.
Desperation time here. He rolls to his right. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 26-yard line.
A toss snap to Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
4-yard pickup there, and that makes the decision even tougher now. 4th and short.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons about set to celebrate this win. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. They'll run it with Robinson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
I love watching those running backs do their drill, especially in practice where they just keep those legs churning. They keep those legs moving for situations just like that one.
18-yard line.
Design quarterback run here. Up to take a knee on 2nd down. They draw it up for him. Setting up for the kneel down on third. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. Conference champions. A heck of an achievement, Brock. A heck of an achievement in the face of